السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Indeed, all the praise is for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we praise Him and we seek His help and we seek His forgiveness and we seek the protection of Allah from the evils of ourselves, of our souls, and from our bad actions. Whosoever Allah guides him, there is absolutely none to misguide. And whosoever He leaves to go astray or He causes misguidance to occur to, there's absolutely no one to guide. And I witness, and please brothers and sisters, try to make sure that you witness that there's absolutely no deity worthy of worship but Allah alone, or that there's absolutely no true deity except Allah alone. Every other deity is false. And He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this majestic deity, has absolutely no partners in any way. Because this is what is the problem. The problem with human beings is that they set up partners with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in many, many different ways. This is a serious problem, and this is what is going to cause most people to go to hell. It is called shirk. Shirk is a part of kufr, and it's a very, very dangerous thing. So when you witness to La ilaha illallah, be sure in your heart, be absolutely certain that there is no other deity in your heart for anything. Allah has no partners, not your desires, not a stone or an idol, nothing. So be careful. Life is serious, and the times in which we are living and the situation in which we are living in this time are very, very, very difficult to live in. And many times, many people, they feel it is so difficult to carry on, to make it through. But inshallah, if you put Allah above everything else, and you have Him alone as the one that you are worshipping, He is going to take care. He is going to take care. Allah says in the Qur'an, أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِكَافٍ عَبْدٌ. أَلَيْسَ اللَّهُ بِكَافٍ عَبْدٌ. Is Allah not enough for his servant? Surely he is. And I witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam is Allah's slave and his messenger. This is the other witness that you and me must make sure that we have in our hearts, because alhamdulillah, we have an example to live by. We have an example to live by. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent down this majestic human being, and he lived his life in the most perfect way. He was the most perfect human being that walked this earth. And alhamdulillah, we have his example in every area. So, be just strive, inshallah, to let your life be a manifestation and a reflection of his way. And inshallah, you would know that that is what Allah wants from you. His life was free from shirk. His life was free from every form of innovation. He only did what Allah commanded him. And this is what we have to do. Allah was foremost in his heart. And this is where we have to be. Our heart, in our heart, Allah has to be foremost also. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us and guide us and strengthen us through what is right. Keep us away from all that is evil. Today's class, brothers and sisters, we welcome you to the 11th session of Foundation 1. So in this class, we will discuss the following. I just want to explain to you that in Foundation 1, there are going to be 32 sessions. And alhamdulillah, we are already at the 11th. And this is a far way that you have come. I mean, you must recognize that you are making a lot of progress. If you look at the book that is in front of you that you're supposed to have downloaded and printed, you would recognize that when you started, you might have hardly known anything in the book. For those of you who had known something in the book, it would have fortified that knowledge. So where you are today, and this is only 10 sessions that is finished, inshallah, you have achieved a tremendous lot. So what you should do is make a lot of dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you to keep with it. The first half of this Foundation 1 is 16 lessons that is contained in this book. Inshallah, for the other 16 lessons, we'll have another book. Inshallah. I want you to understand one thing very clearly. The most important thing about this entire program for you is the vocabulary. And this is why I'm spending so much time with the vocabulary. I'm really convinced that with vocabulary, inshallah, your understanding is going to increase. It is going to make it easier. So the more words you memorize, the better it is going to be for you, inshallah. So print out those vocabulary pages, because on Sunday, inshallah, we are going to have a vocabulary test on the 3 lessons that went by, 9, 10, and 11, because next Saturday, alhamdulillah, is a revision lesson. The lesson is going to be revising the sessions 9, 10, and 11. So you don't have anything new to study. But spend your time, make sure you know all the vocabulary. You have a vocabulary list for the 9th lesson, the 10th lesson, and today, inshallah, when I finish with this class, I'll try to do a vocabulary list for today's lessons. So inshallah, I want you to pay attention to this, and I want you to make sure that you focus on this, inshallah. In this class, we'll discuss the following. Al-Kalimat al-Mabniyatu wal-Mu'araba. Al-Kalimat al-Mabniyatu wal-Mu'araba. Kalimat is the plural for kalima. Kalima. Kalima means word, one word. Al-Kalimat is more than one word. It's a plural. Al-Mabniya is words that are indeclinable. Mabniya. It means that they don't change, their vowel signs remain constant. So they don't change, like dhalika, like hadha. It remains like that and it doesn't change. Nothing can change it. It is built like that and it stays in that construction. And they are declinable words. The set of the other category of words are mu'raba. They are declinable. That is, the vowel sign at the end of the word changes from dhamma to kasra to fatha. This is necessary to understand because all pronouns, and we are doing pronouns, we did pronouns in the last class, and we're going to continue this class with a different category of pronouns. All pronouns are indeclinable. They are mabniya. Okay? So that's why we are doing it in this class. And then there are many other things that we're going to do later that are mabniya also. Ad-damair al-muttasila is the attached pronouns, and this is a revision of what we did the last time. Today's class, we are going to be doing ad-damair al-munfasila, detached pronouns. Ad-damair al-munfasila, pronouns that are detached. And then the fourth category, the fourth thing we're going to be discussing today is al-asma al-mawsula. Al-asma al-mawsula, which means the relative pronouns. Example, alladhi, which means which, that, or who. Alhamdulillah, we have reached the slide that we are going to be dealing with. First category, indeclinable and declinable words. The heading is again al-kalimatul mabniyatu wal-mu'arabatu. Can you read along with me? Al-kalimatul mabniyatu wal-mu'arabatu. So we have, first thing we have al-kalimat, and we're going to divide it into two categories as you see. Al-mu'arabatu, which means declinable. Right? The declinable words have the vowel at the end of the word change because of how they are affected. The declinable words have the vowel at the end of the word change, that is the last letter. So like how we have al-kalimatu, this last letter this last letter here, it has a dhamma on it, right? And this here can change to fatha or kasra. So the declinable words have the vowels at the end of the word change because of how they are affected. The words that are indeclinable. The indeclinable words do not change their vowel at the end of the word because of different causes. No matter what cause come or happen to it, it does not change. So they maintain the vowel at the end of the word that they possess. Example, the demonstrative pronoun. Generally, most of the demonstrative pronouns, that is like hada. We're going to discuss this shortly in one of these lessons that before the 16th lesson, inshallah. We did prepositions already, like ala, ila, fi. These are all mabniya. You will always see them like this. They just are built like that. All pronouns. So all prepositions, all pronouns. Huwa, hiya, all interrogative particles. Like man, hal, kaifa. All of those are interrogative particles. They are used for questioning. Relative pronouns generally. So these two, the relative pronoun and demonstrative pronoun, generally the majority of them are mabniya. Like alladhi, alladhina. We're going to do this, the entire category today, all of them, right? They are generally mabniya. They have some exceptions. Just in the dual form, they are mu'raba. But for the mufrad and the jama' form, they are mabniya. In Arabic, words take different cases. That is, the nominative case, which is called rafa'. And this is both for lil asma'i wal af'al, for the asma and the af'al, for the ism and the fi'al. Ism is mufrad lil asma, or fi'al is mufrad lil af'al. So the singular for ism, for asma is ism, and the singular for af'al is fi'al. So rafa' is for asma wal af'al. The nasb is for af'al, is for asma, lil asma'i wal af'al kadhalik, right? So these two, you would see generally, I mean, where dhamma is applicable, both the fi'al and the ism can take the dhamma. Both the ism and the fi'al can take fatha, right? The genitive case, lil asma'i faqat, jar. This is majroor, the state of majroor, right? And this is for only majroor, for asma. Actually, this is one of the signs of asma, that it takes the jar faqat. Okay? It is majroor, it can be majroor, it takes a kasra. Then there is jazm, lil af'ali faqat. Lil af'ali faqat is a jazm. You see the sukoon on the word, the end of the word is for the af'al. So this is basically it. We have two categories of kalima: al-mabniya wal-mu'araba. Al-mabniya is indeclinable. Those are those words that don't change at the end. The last letter don't change, right? Because that's where the i'rab is. The i'rab is on the last letter. And the mu'araba, the declinable words that have their vowels at the end of the word change because of how they are affected. When they are affected, they can change. Ad-damair al-muttasila are indeclinable. They are mabniya. These that we did the last time, the ya at the end of the word, like kitabi, kitabuna, kitabuka, kitabuki, kitabukum, kitabukunna, kitabuhu, kitabuha, kitabuhum, kitabuhunna. Right? All of these are mabniya. They're all mabni. Every one of them. They don't change. These vowel signs, like this ya, would always have sukoon. This na would always have fatha. This ka would always have fatha. The kaf here would always have kasra for the feminine. The kum is always going to have sukoon at the end. The kunna is always going to have a shadda with fatha. Like that, right? When inna comes before any noun, that noun is generally supposed to take fatha. But because all attached pronouns are mabniya, their vowel signs do not change. Also, from the left column, it is connected to the left column here. Normally, any word that takes a preposition is supposed to, that follows a preposition, is supposed to take a kasra. But because it is mabniya, the vowels on the pronouns do not change. Inni, when the ya is added here, inni. Okay? Inni. It means indeed I. Indeed, inni adhabu. Indeed, I am going. Li, for me. So you see, it still takes a sukoon, regardless if it is inna or li. Inna, because this is jama. Indeed, we. Lana, lana means for us. Innaka, look, all the vowel signs remain. You're seeing it, right? Indeed, you, masculine singular. Laka, for you, masculine singular. Right? The ka remains. This lam, when this comes in front of it, it should be laki. But if it changes to laki, then there will be no way to recognize the masculine for the feminine, right? So it's mabni. So everybody gets this, right? Everybody understand the concept, right? The concept is understood. You see it doesn't change. Okay, so we have key. So I'm going to go through this. Now that we understand the concept and what you're looking for, then the rest of it is easy. So we're just going to go through it quickly. Innaki, which means indeed you, feminine singular. Laki means for you, feminine singular. Innakum means indeed you. Innakum means indeed you, masculine plural. Lakum means for you, masculine plural. Innakunna means indeed you, feminine plural. Lakunna means for you, feminine plural. Innahu means indeed he. Lahu means for him. Innaha is indeed she. Laha here is for her. Innahum means indeed they, masculine plural. Lahum means for them, masculine plural. Innahunna means they, indeed they, feminine plural. Lahunna means for them, feminine plural. Okay, inshallah. So this table is clear, and the detached pronoun, ad-damairul munfasila. Ad-damairul munfasila. So this is the second category. We did ad-damairul muttasila. That is connected to the end of the word. The damairul munfasila comes at the beginning of the word, right? So we have again the person. We have al-mutakallim, the first person, right? Al-mutakallim is a speaker. I am the mutakallim. I'm speaking al-an, so I'm speaking now. Al-an means now. So I am the mutakallim. The gender is jins, and this has the mutakallim has two categories: masculine and muzakkar and muannas. Muzakkar wal muannas, and it has mufrad. It does not have muthanna, and it has jama. Right? The mutakallim only have mufrad, muzakkar, and muannas, and jama, muzakkar and muannas. Right? What is the mufrad muannas? Ana, ana. Ana, you say ana bi khayr. I am, right? I'm supposed to put the I am here because that's understood, right? And then the jama is nahnu. The jama is nahnu. I, we are, right? You should put in that R there, inshallah. That is better. And they put it in a bracket because not in the word itself. It is understood. Okay? So that is for the mutakallim. Then we have the mukhatab. The mukhatab has muzakkar and muannas. For the mufrad, the muzakkar is anta. Anta. Kayfa anta. How are you? Right? Kayfa haluk. What is your condition? Kayfa antum. How are you all? Kayfa antum. Right? That is the plural, masculine plural. Then for the feminine, the muannas is anti, feminine singular. Anta, anti. So these also are more mabniya, right? They don't change. Nothing changes them. Okay, they remain like this. Nahnu will always be nahnu. Antum will always be antum. Anti will always be anti. It's dual. For the dual for the mukhatab is antuma. You dual masculine and feminine. For both masculine and it's both for muzakkar and muannas. Okay, antuma. Al-mukhatab for dual. If I'm talking to two of you, right? I would say antuma fil fasli. Two of you are in the fasl. You two are in the class. Okay? So the muzakkar is anta for the mufrad and the jam is antum. The muannas is anti for the mufrad and it means you, feminine singular. And the dual, the musanna is antuma for both muzakkar and muannas. Lil muzakkari wal muannas. Al musanna lil muzakkar wal muannas is antuma. So the final one here in this category is antunna. Antunna is the jama' for the muannas. The jam for the muannas is antunna. Okay? You have to memorize these. As long as you understand the concept, the rest of it is memorization. Right? And brothers and sisters, I mean, I can't emphasize enough how important is the vocabulary. Vocabulary is the essential key. People speak this language or any language. The child that is growing up does not understand a word of grammar. And yet they speak fluently. That is because they have the vocabulary to speak with. Now you cannot be lazy with the vocabulary. So you have to make sure that you learn the vocabulary. There's no other way out of this. And this is why I'm spending so much time with the vocabulary. I can't emphasize it enough. The third category is al-ghaib. Al-ghaib, the third person, the one spoken about. Let us say I'm speaking about a sheikh I know. He's a very good person. I'm telling all of you he's a very good person. I know him personally, right? He's the ghaib. He's not here. I'm speaking about him, right? So the ghaib is what is not there. So it's called third person in English. The ghaib means absent. Al-ghaib means absent. Al-ghaib is the one who is not seen, who is not next to you. He's absent. It has both muzakkar and muannas, right? And it has mufrad. For the muzakkar, huwa, it's huwa, right? Huwa Allah. Qul huwa Allahu. Say he. See it? He is Allah. Qul huwa Allahu. So we see it immediately. Okay? Hum fiha khalidun. They are going to be in it. Hum fiha. Unzur. Hum fiha. In it. They are in it. Khalidun. Eternally. Al-mu'annas for the mufrad is here. She. Huma. Huma. They, dual masculine and feminine. For the muzakkar and the mu'annas, right? Huma. And then we have finally they, hunna, for the feminine plural. Hunna. Okay? This is easy, but it takes memorization. You have to know all of this, inshallah. You have to know them. Okay? Remember, we have for the mutakallim, the first person, ana muslimun or ana muslimatun. If it's a Muslim that is speaking, if it's a man that is speaking, ana muslimun. For the woman, ana muslimatun. And it means I am a Muslim in English. In English, you can't differentiate. But look, Arabic is very specific and precise. So alhamdulillah, you can differentiate if a woman is speaking or a man. Nahnu muslimuna, nahnu muslimatun. We are Muslims for man or for mudhakkar or mu'annath, right? And actually, I should have put in the bracket here because that is implied. It is not present. the and the are, the verb, is implied. This is called al-jumlatul ismiyah. It's called a nominal sentence because it starts with a noun, right? Ana Muslimun is a complete sentence. I am a Muslim, right? We are Muslims is a complete sentence, right? Anta Muslimun, you are a Muslim, is a complete sentence, right? Antum Muslimuna, notice the plural for Muslim is Muslimuna. The plural for Muslimatun is Muslimatun, right? So Antum, Anta Muslimun, Antum Muslimuna, you are all Muslims, right? Alhamdulillah, you in the class, inshallah, are Antum Muslimuna. Anti Muslimatun, if I'm speaking to, let us say, you know, as a singular portion of one female, Anti Muslimatun, you are a Muslim female. Antuma Muslimani. Now, this is very important. As you see, each one, the predicate, this is the subject, anta is the subject. In English, we have subject and predicate, right? I is the subject. I'm speaking about me. What about me? I am a Muslim. That is called a predicate. In English, in Arabic, it's called mubtada and khabar. Mubtada means the subject or what you're talking about, and the khabar is the information about what you're talking about, right? Here, what I'm talking about is you. What about you? You are a Muslim. That is giving information about you. It's called khabar. Khabar means news, right? So I'm giving news about you. What is the news I'm giving about you? And we're going to discuss mubtada and khabar soon, inshallah, so don't worry about it. Anti-Muslimatu. Now, they have to, in relation to the gender, right? If I'm speaking to anta, I'm saying anta, I can't say Muslimatun. It is Arabic, in Arabic it is incorrect. Grammatically that's incorrect. It has to agree in gender. It has to agree in gender. So anta is muzakkar, this has to be muzakkar. If it has to agree in a state of being mufrad. In English it is Muslim, right? In dual, in Arabic it is antuma muslimani, muslimani, you too are Muslims. Right? You too are Muslims. Antuma Muslimani. So the musanna is you too are Muslims. So, right? I hope you understand this. This has to agree with the pronoun that it is describing. It has to. Everything coincides and agrees totally. So antunna would be muslimatun. Antunna muslimatun, because it is feminine plural, right? You are Muslims. Huwa muslimun, as you see, again singular. So it is Muslim. He is a Muslim. Hum Muslimuna, because they are all Muslims. Okay? They are Muslims. So the Muslimun is next to it because it is, you're talking about the jama here. You're talking about the jama, the ghaib jama. Okay? Hiya Muslimatun. Hiya Muslimatun. She is a Muslim. Huma Muslimani. Huma Muslimani. Because this is dual. They too are Muslims, masculine or feminine. Hunna Muslimatun. They, all of them, all those women over there are Muslimat, are Muslims. Okay, examples of the detached pronoun. We had some examples of attached pronoun in the Quran before, from the Quran before. Here it is, this is an ayah from Surah Mulk. وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ وَإِنَّمَا أَنَا نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. Wa, we know the meaning of wa, right? And. Innama means only. Innama means only. Innama al-a'malu bin-niyat. We know that word. I mean, for us, those of us who know that hadith. Innama means only. Ana means I. And now I have the here, inshallah. So that makes it that makes it better. Nadhir means a warner. Innama ana nadhirun mubin. Mubin is a clear warner. وَالشَّيْطَانُ لَكُمْ عَدُوٌ مُبِينٌ. Shaitan is for you a clear enemy. Adu means enemy, right? Here the Prophet ﷺ is the Nadhirun Mubin, is a clear warner. Right? So what would we translate? What would it translate? And Ana only, I am only a warner that is clear. So I am only a clear warner. And I am only a clear warner. right? That is what it means, inshallah. وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا أَبَدْتُمْ وَلَا أَنَا عَابِدٌ مَا عَبَدْتُمْ. This is Surah Kafirun. وَلَا أَنَا. Look, you would, inshallah, today we are going to know this entire ayah. وَلَا أَنَا. And, waw means and, right? And la means no or not, right? Ana, we know ana, I am. Abidun means a worshipper. Abidun means a worshipper. Abada ya'budu, u'bud means to worship. Abada means he worshipped. Ya'budu means he worships. U'bud means worship. Abid is the worshipper, is the one who does the worship, right? Wala ana abidun, I'm not a worshipper. Of ma means, we did ma before, ma means what, right? Abadtum, abadtum. The tum here is for this second person plural, right? We learned the attached pronoun. This is because it's a verb. This is a past tense verb, right? But the tum, we did the kum. Now here it is tum. Abadtum means, abada means to worship, or he worshipped, right? Abadtum, you plural, right? So abadtum would mean you plural worship. So abada means he worshipped or to worship. Tum means you plural. So when it comes together, it means you plural worship, right? What you, so what does it translate to be? And I am not an abid of ma abadtum, of what you worship, or you worshipped, or you were worshipping, right? Well, and I am not a worshipper of what you worship. Ma anta bi ni'mati rabbika bi majnoon. Ma means, here ma means not. Anta means you. Anta means you. Bi ni'mah is two words. Bi ni'mati. Bi ni'mati means with. Bi means with. Ni'mah means bounty, or by the grace, by the bounty or the grace of Allah. Bi ni'mati rabbika, with the bounty or with the grace, right? Ilah is not supposed to be there. Rabbika means, Rabb means Lord, ka is your, right? Rabbika equal your Lord. Fama, ma anta, you, and you are not bi ni'mati, by the bounty of your Lord, bi majnoon, right? And you are not to Muhammad by the bounty of your Lord, bi majnoon, with junoon. Junoon, majnoon means mad. You are not by the bounty of your Lord, O Muhammad, you are not mad. This is Surah Qalam. فَذَكِّرْ إِنَّمَا أَنْتَ مُذَكِّرْ. فَذَكِّرْ. فَذَكِّرْ is two words. Fa plus ذَكِّرْ. Fa means so. ذَكِّرْ means remind. فَذَكِّرْ. فَذَكِّرْ. So remind. إِنَّمَا means only, as we did here before, right? فَذَكِّرْ. So remind. Anta means you. You are only a muzakkir. Muzakkir is a reminder. You are one who reminds. You are a reminder. Fadhakkir. So remind, because you are only, you are nothing but a reminder. You are only a reminder. So remind, O Muhammad, you are only one who reminds. You are only one who reminds. So wala antum a'abiduna ma a'bud. So you here wala ana a'abidun ma abadtum. Wala antum. Here is anta. All of these anta, now it's antum. Antum is plural, right? Wala antum. We have wala ana, and I am not abid, right? I am not a worshipper. Here, wala antum abiduna. How do we get a plural? We add waw and noon, right? Abid is one worshipper, as we explained here in this ayah, right? Here, abiduna is jama'. How do we get the jama' from the mufrad? We add waw and noon. Abiduna. Antum is plural, right? Anta, antum, right? As I said, you have to go and memorize that, right? But I mean, for those of you who can remember it, we just did that in the slide. Antum muslimuna. Wala antum abiduna ma a'bud. Ma a'bud. I'll discuss this just now. Let's go through the words quickly. La, not, or neither. Antum, you, plural. Abiduna, are worshippers. You are not worshippers. Ma, of what? Ma means what, right? Of what? We did ma here. Of what? A'bud. A'budu, we had a verb before. Ya'budu means he worships. That's a present tense. Abada ya'budu. Abada means he worshipped. Ya'budu means he worships. When we change it to an alif here, the alamat al-mudari' to an alif, it becomes first person. It becomes mutakallim. A'udhu, we did that, right? Na'udhu is plural. A'udhu is singular. Here is a'budu. So I worship, right? I worship. So it means, and you, all of you, are not worshippers of what I worship. Get the meaning? Inshallah. So you know 2 ayat from Surah Al-Kafirun, complete ayats. Nahnu ansarullah. Nahnu ansarullahi fa'amanat ta'ifatun. Right? Nahnu means we. We are, right? We are. Ansar is the plural for Nasir. It means helpers. You know the Ansar of the Prophet ﷺ? Nahnu ansarullah. We are the helpers. We are the helpers of Allah. See, you got it there already. We are helpers of Allah. Alhamdulillah. فَآمَنَتْ طَائِفَةٌ. Ta'ifa means a party, one group. فَآمَنَتْ طَائِفَةٌ مِّن بَنِي إِسْرَائِيل. This is in Surah Saf. We are helpers of Allah. فَآمَنَتْ, a party. So a party, آمَنَتْ, believed. Right? But I didn't put in that there because I didn't want to get into the verbs yet. We will deal with the verbs inshallah. إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ. إِنَّ شَانِئَكَ هُوَ الْأَبْتَرُ. You know this is Surah Kawthar, right? Indeed, watch. إِنَّ شَانِئَ. شَانِئٌ is the ism. Inna can only come on ism anyhow. Inna shani'ah. It's supposed to be shani'uka. Forget the ism. If you take out the inna, it's supposed to read shani'uka. Right? But because inna comes in front of it, the dhamma changed to a fatha, so it's a fatha, so it becomes inna shani'aka. So this word here is morab. It's declinable. Right? It can change its vowel sign. Huwa al-abtar. So we have huwa there, right? Inna means indeed. Shani'aka is made up of 2 words. Shani'a and ka. Supposed to be shani'un. Shani'un, one who hates. The one who is your enemy or hates you. Hates you. Indeed, the one who hates you, right? The one who hates you, the they there should be in brackets because that's understood. Right? The one who hates you, huwa, he is al-abtar. Al-abtar means the most cut off. Because when the Prophet ﷺ, his boy children died, you know, boy children in the time of the Prophet ﷺ was something in their mind very noble. They used to take pride in boy children, right? And even now it is like that for many people. So when the Prophet ﷺ children died, they said the Prophet ﷺ was abtar, he was cut off. That is, his progeny is not going to continue. Because the progeny continues from the boy side, not from the girl side, right? The boys take the names of their father and they carry the name, so to speak. So they said he would be cut off. But look, Muhammad ﷺ is the most remembered person on the face of the earth. He is the most mentioned person. Even Isa alayhi salam, although there are so many Christians, right? They don't mention Jesus' name like we mention Muhammad ﷺ's name, right? And every time you mention Muhammad ﷺ's name, you should send salam. Actually, there's blessings in sending salam. The Prophet ﷺ says, whoever sends salah to me once, Allah is going to send salah to that person 10 times. MashaAllah, you know, so it's a very, very profound blessing to send salam upon the Prophet ﷺ. Indeed, the one who hates you, he is the most cut off, right? Indeed, your hater is the most cut off. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Again, we have huwa here. That's what we are really trying to highlight. Qul, we know qul means say, right? We did that before. Huwa means he is. Ahad. Qul huwa, say he is Allah, one, unique. Say he is Allah, say he is Allah who is one. Okay? So, I mean, this is another ayah that you know again. Inna shaniyaka huwa al-abtar. Salamun hiya hatta matla' al-fajr. Salamun in peace and tranquility and calmness. Hiya means it. It or she, right? Here is it. We're talking about the salam here, the night. Salam here, hatta, until. We did until already, or to. Until or to is hatta. Matla' al-fajr. Matla' al-fajr is the matla' of fajr. Matla' means the rising, the appearance of al-fajr, right? The appearance of al-fajr. Salamun here, peace. It is, that is the night. This is Surah Al-Qadr. Inna anzalnahu fi laylatil qadr. The last ayah, Allah is talking about the night of Qadr, right? Is salamun here. Laylatul Qadr. Remember, Layla is feminine, right? So it has to be here. That's why it is here. Salamun here hatta matla' al-fajr. Right? It is peace. Peace it is until the appearance of the dawn. So alhamdulillah, you have another ayah there that you can go to and check and say, mashallah, I know this ayah. Right? Go to Surah Qadr and feel happy that you know this ayah. فِيهِمَا فَاكِهَةٌ وَنَخْلٌ وَرُمَّانٌ. فِيهِمَا فَاكِهَةٌ وَنَخْلٌ وَرُمَّانٌ. This is in Surah Ar-Rahman. It's talking about what is in Jannah. فِيهِمَا. There are two gardens. Hima, you see the dual here? Fi, in the two of them, in the two gardens. Right? In the two gardens in Jannah. Fihima, in both of them. Right, in both gardens in Jannah. Fakihatun. Fakihatun means fruits. Wa nakhlun means palm trees. What rumman? Rumman means pomegranates. Fihima, in these gardens, look, there are fruits, mashallah, in Jannah. And nakhl, palm trees, and rumman, pomegranates, mashallah. In both of them are fruits and palm trees and pomegranates. You have to go and you have to memorize this vocabulary, and you can memorize these ayats. In the second half of this foundation, inshallah, we're going to take one surah and analyze the entire surah, one every class, inshallah. So if we take Surah Al-Ikhlas, and for maybe we may take two short surahs and analyze it, its grammatical breakdown, and then we're going to do all the words. Those words that we don't know, we're going to complete it. So by the end of one class, you should know all the words in one surah. So by the end of the 16 classes that we have, actually to be 12 classes, we should know, because we have 12 aspects. We have Surah Al-Fatiha, so the first we will do Surah Al-Fatiha, then we will do Ayatul Kursi, then each day, each other class, we will do one surah. So by the end of the entire first trimester, you should know all the vocabulary in that particular, in those surahs, inshallah. The fifth aspect of types of ma'arif, we had 7 aspects, right? We did just did Damair. Now we are going to do Asma'ul Mawsula. Asma'ul Mawsula, the relative pronoun. Example, alladhi. It means which, that, or who, etc. Just understand that it is this, alladhi, and all the other categories, right? When you sit in the Quran, you understand what it means, which, that, or who. If you don't understand the grammar, don't pay too much attention, especially the smaller children, so they might not get the grammar, and even some of the bigger people. They might not have been used to grammar and studying too much in depth. So, don't get too boggled down by the grammar, inshallah. I mean, if you can understand the grammar, it's good and it's better for you, inshallah. But make sure you get the vocabulary. The relative pronoun is called Ismul Mawsul. The Jama is Al-Asma'ul Mawsula. Al-Ismul Mawsul is the relative pronoun. That's one. And it is a noun which is followed by an independent sentence which relates to it. It's followed by a sentence after it, right? Following means coming after, right? It's followed by a sentence that relates to it. On its own, it cannot form a complete sentence, but must have a link, which is called sila. Sila comes from mawsul, from wasala, the same word, sila, which refers back to it. So it must have a link which refers back to it. So it cannot form a complete sentence, but must have a sila which refers back to it. The sentence that follows the relative pronoun, the Ismul Mawsul, is called a sila. So the sentence, we have the Ismul Mawsul, and then there's a sentence that comes after it. This is called the sila. The sentence is called the sila. So this sila would be a sentence that has a pronoun. The pronoun would be visible or invisible. And this is something that you just have to deal with for now. In Arabic, this is present. The pronoun is visible. It can be seen, like anta, huwa, anti, and it can be hidden. Like for example, if I say ذهب, right? Dhahaba means he went. The he is understood. The he is invisible. It is. You can say huwa dhahaba. You can say that. It's okay. But the issue is if you don't say it, it is understood. He went. You understand? So the he is hidden in that particular case. It's not visible, right? Which will return back to the relative pronoun. So this sila will be a sentence that has a pronoun visible or hidden, which would refer back to the relative pronoun. So the sentence that follows it refers back to the relative pronoun. It talks about the relative pronoun. Okay? Anyways, let us get the relative pronouns, inshallah. So we have mufrad and mudhakkar, muannas and the i'rab, right? Mudhakkar, muannas, we have mufrad, musanna. We have two musanna here, and we have jama'. I'm going to explain this why we have two musanna here, inshallah. Alladhi, for the mufrad mudhakkar, is alladhi for the masculine. As we said, it means who, that, or which, right? Allati is for muannas. Okay? The i'rab is mabni. Both of these are mabni. Now, so it means who, that, or which. The musanna has two conditions. It can be rough marfu', where you see it changing, right? Or it can be mansub or majroor. It can be nasb or jar or rough, right? So that's why, because in the rough state it's one formation, and for the nasb and jar state is one formation for both. Inshallah, let us get the rough state. So alladhi becomes alladhani, 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 and allati is allatani, allatani. Now these are very rare in the Quran, right? And even in spoken Arabic, they are very, very rare. So what is important to memorize is alladhi and allati, right? And these are mu'raba. Both of these are mu'rab, right? It means they change. You see this alif here? Because we say for the musanna, the alif changes to a ya, right? We're going to see that here when we get here just now. And then this means also who, those two, that, or those two, which, right? Alladhaini. Notice the alif here. It changes to a ya. Alladhaini. And noon takes a kasra. The noon takes a kasra here, and it brings down the kasra here. Alladhaini. And here it would be allataini. 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 And this is mu'rab also, right? And it has the same meaning. Those two who, that, or which. So the point that I'm trying to get at is that although these are here, I mean, don't worry if it's very difficult to memorize for now, right? As long as you memorize alladhi and allati and alladhina now, alladhina and uli, al-uli, ulil albab, right? Alladhina or uli, they both means those, that, or which for plural, okay? Allati and allai. Alladhina is for the masculine, or uli, and for the muannas the jam is allati or allai, allati or allai, and this is mabni. Those don't change at all, and it is those who, that, or which. Okay, so this is basically what it is. This, memorize this and this, and memorize alladhina especially, and allati or allai. These two, they occur, but the uli doesn't occur a lot, but memorize it, right? But actually you should memorize all of them. I mean, I tell you, I'm just trying to tell you so that you don't get bogged down if these are a little more difficult and you don't hear them so much. But you might hear alladhi, as we're going to see just now, right? Alladhi at'amahum. Ara'ayta alladhi yukadh, alladhi, right? So inshallah, you know, these you see, alladhi you see a lot in the Quran, alladhina. Allati is not so much, it's there, and uli is not too much, allati is not too much either. The one that is most predominant is alladhi and alladhina. Okay. Note ma and man are two additional relative pronouns that are used for all genders and numbers. So instead of alladhi, we can use ma or man, right? They are also called relative pronouns, and they are used for all genders and numbers. So it doesn't have a plural, or it doesn't have a jama'. You know, it's not like this. This here is mufrad, it is mudhakkar, it is muannas, it is jam mudhakkar, it is jam muannas. Same thing with man, right? Okay, so let us get some example. Ahsin ila man ahsana ilayk. Ahsin means to be good. Ahsin, hasan, hasana. We did this word before. Ahsin means be good. This is fil amr. Ila, to, man, to who, ahsana is good, ilayk, to you. Ilayk, look, ilayk here, to you, right? To you. We did this. Alhamdulillah. Look, ila, you know, man, huwa, man who means, it means who, right? Be good to the one who is good to you, right? Ahsin ila man ahsana ilayk. But that's not how the Muslim should be. That's only one aspect. You should be good to everyone, right? A Muslim's way is to be good to everyone. Qara'tu ma katabta. We did katabta before. Kataba means he wrote, right? We didn't do qara'a. We should have done that. Qara'a means to read, right? Qara'tu, I read, ma, what, or that, you can say that which, okay? I read that which you wrote, right? Be good to the one who, here you see who, right? Here, instead of what, we can use that which, right? Or it can be what also, but it means that which you wrote. Qara'tu ma katabt. I read what you wrote. So alhamdulillah, let us get some examples quickly and finish off. Alladhi yuwaswisu fi sudurin nas. Alladhi means who? Yuwaswisu fi, we're not going to do what yuwaswisu, that's a verb. We're going to leave that for now. Yuwaswisu in sudur is a plural for sadr, right? It means the chest or the breast of, nas means mankind. Alladhi yuwaswisu, who yuwaswisu in the breast of mankind. Yuwaswisu means who whispers. He whisper, right? Waswasa yuwaswisu. Waswasa means he whispered. Yuwaswisu means he whispers. Alladhi jama'a malahu wa addadah. Alladhi means who? Jama'a means he gathered, right? Alladhi gathered malan, wealth. We know mal means wealth, and wow means and. Addadah, who gathers wealth, and addadah. Sirat alladhina an'amta alayhim. Sirat, we know is the path, right? Alladhina, whom an'amta. Sirat means the path of whom, the path of whom an'amta. An'amta alayhim. We're going to leave out an'amta now. Alayhim means upon them. Alay, ala, and whom. This come back from the damir, the preposition, the harf al-jar, and the damir, inshallah, right? On them. Alayhim is equal to on them, right? Okay. The path of whom an'amta alayhim, on them. The path of whom an'amta alayhim. An'ama means to favor. Ta means you favored. The path of whom you favored, that your favor is upon them, right? That is what it means, inshallah. Alladhina hum yura'un wa yamna'un al-ma'un, right? Alladhina hum yura'un. Alladhina hum, those whom they yura'un, right? Those whom they yura'un. Yura'un means they do things for show. Allati tattali'u ala al-af'ida. I just wanted to bring allati here. Allati tattali'u ala al-af'ida. Allati means which, or that which, ala, over. There are two words that we don't know. Which, tattali' over the af'ida. The af'ida here means hearts. Right? We're going to deal with this later, inshallah. We are not doing this surah, but I just wanted to bring this example, an example with allati. So it's not just alladhina and alladhi that we see in the Quran, right? I just wanted to bring this to show that there are other examples. Alladhina hum an salatihim sahun. So we have alladhina hum yura'un, they are both in the same surah. Alladhina hum an salatihim sahun. Those, they, you see whom here? Huwa, whom, they, right? Those whom means they, right? And means about. We did this salatihim. You see the salat is a noun and the whom is attached to it. See? It's two words here, right? Salatihim means their prayer. right? الَّذِينَ هُمْ عَنْ صَلَاتِهِمْ سَاهُونَ, right? Salatuhim means their prayer. Those whom about their prayers sahun. Sahun means negligent, right? They are sahin. They are negligent about their. Man the ladhi yashfa'u. Alladhi, man the ladhi who possesses that one. That means that one. Alladhi who yashfa'. Who is the one that who or that would yashfa'. Shafa yashfa' means to intercede. Ikra. Bismi rabbika alladhi khalaqa. Iqra. Bismi means with ism of your Lord. Alladhi. Look at the amount of words you know in this. Bismi, we know this from Bismillah. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Here it is written different, right? Rabbika, you know Rabbika, your Lord. Alladhi, who. Iqra means read, right? We didn't do that though. We just gonna put it like this. With or in. Ba means with or in. Ism means the name. Bismi, therefore, read means with or in the name. With or in the name. Rabbika is Rabbi plus ka. Rabb means, the ka means your, and the ka means your, and it's added to Rabb, so it's your Lord, right? Equals your Lord. Alladhi means who. Khalaqa means he created. Who created? Iqra. So Iqra with or in the name of your Lord who created. Allahu Akbar. You know the entire ayah. And you know Iqra means read, right? So Alladhi allama bil qalam. Alladhi allama. Remember we did allamani bima allamtani. Allama means to teach me, right? To teach. Alladhi allama bil qalam. Alladhi means who. Bil qalam means with B plus al qalam. Right? B plus al qalam, which is with the plus qalam, with the pen. Alladhi allama bil qalam. Who taught with the pen. Allama means to teach, right? Alladhi at'amahum min ju'. Alladhi at'amahum min ju'. We did min ju' before, right? Alladhi means who. At'amahum. We're not going to translate that for now. Min, from hunger, right? Who at'amahum. We're going to deal with that when we get to that. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilu salihat. Illa means except. Alladhina means those who. Amanu. Amanu means believed. We did this before. Who have believed. Except who have believed. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu. Ya ayyuha means oh. Alladhina, those of you, right, who have believed, right? Because amanu comes from here, right? Alladhina amanu is right here. Alladhina amanu, you see it recurs, right? Ya ayyuha alladhina kafaru. Ya ayyuha alladhina kafaru, we have ya ayyuha is here already. Oh, alladhina, oh those of you who kafaru. Kafaru means have disbelieved. Oh you who have disbelieved. Okay, let us conclude inshallah. This concludes the 11th lesson of our 2 years program. We hope it will be more than 2 years. I ask Allah to keep our hearts firm and our intentions pure. Furthermore, I encourage everyone to learn this great dua and repeat it often. Allahumma anfa'ni bima 'allamtani wa 'allimni ma yanfa'uni wa zidni ilma. Actually, we should take off the meaning now because you should know this meaning. Oh Allah, infa' means benefit me. Bima 'allamtani, with what? 'Allamtani, you taught me. You know this noon here, he says noon al-qaya. This is a ya al-mutakallim, right? Allamtani, that you taught me. Wa allimni, and teach. Teach, allim. Allama yu'allimu, allim. Teach me. This noon is noon al-qaya. The ya is ya al-mutakallim. As I said, it comes here just because there is sukoon here and a sukoon there. Two sukoon does not come together in Arabic. It is not possible. Because you can't read it. There must be one haraka on the word that comes before it, right? So this noon comes before it, this noon comes between it, so it becomes noon al-wiqaya, and it gives because it takes a kasra. This meme here has a sukoon, alimni, so it governs the ya there. Ma yanfa'uni, yanfa'uni again, same thing. Wazidni, same thing again here. Ilma, the noon al-wiqaya occurs in this particular dua once, twice, thrice. 4 times, 5 times in one dua. Look how much times it occurs. So it's very popular, inshallah. Oh Allah, benefit me with what you have taught me and teach me that which benefits me and increase me in knowledge. Then we're going to close here, inshallah. We're going to end with the authentic dua known as Kafaratul Majlis, atonement for the assembly, just in case there was anything that is out of place or we said anything out of place. You're asking Allah to forgive us, inshallah. Right? So that is the most important thing. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to make a strong effort to learn this language with all our efforts, to make the effort to learn the vocabulary as we get them, because the more we learn them, the better it is going to be, inshallah, for us. So make a lot of dua for this, inshallah, that Allah bless you with the ability to learn that vocabulary. Walk with your vocabulary sheet on the train, in a car. You can download the video and, you know, just go it over all the time, inshallah, you know. Just go it over. Vocabulary. You're sitting with your wife and your children in the class. Get them to say the vocabulary, go it over, test them, give them a page today, let them come home. You come home first thing, test them. You did the vocabulary, alhamdulillah. Get the vocabulary in them. Inshallah, if you do that, alhamdulillah, you would have really done the most important thing for this entire program, which is to learn the vocabulary. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of us and guide all of us and help all of us to do what is better, to do what is good, to bless us with goodness in this world and hereafter, bless us with pious family, bless us with Jannah. I mean, bless our parents who have died with mercy, grant them as Jannah, and bless our parents who are alive and make us be respectful and good to them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us good Muslims. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to understand this Qur'an, His words. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the effort to be consistent and to be with it to the end. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the best in this world hereafter and save us from the punishment of hell. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. How perfect are you, O Allah, and praise be to you. I bear witness that none is worthy of worship but you. I seek your forgiveness and repent to you. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.